Hey, it's Cosmos Solutions 8, and Google just sent me an email that excites me. So here's the email that went out. Hello, we're shifting attribution models, basically is what this says. So they're going to change the attribution models to cover YouTube and Google Display Ads interaction. So the attribution models that Google offers are now going to be ubiquitous across their entire ecosystem, which only affects non-last click attribution, which makes sense given that I imagine they were all just on last click attribution. So what that means is, and Google says it here, you're going to see a conversion credit shift between and within search, YouTube, and display ads campaigns. Here's why this is exciting, because one of the issues that I think we've had with the more expansive Google ecosystem outside of just search is the inability to see how it really impacts the full funnel of our campaign. And if you're able to see specifically, I mean, you've always been able to kind of view from a conversion path perspective, but if we're able to see from an attribution perspective where those elements come into play, that gives you a far greater degree to use them, or far greater ability to use them to kind of serve the combined search purpose. So it used to be, that was said in a really poor way, it used to be, we're running I'll call it like outbound display, awareness building, so like display and YouTube campaigns, and then we'll segue over to our, bottom of the funnel, RLSA search, whatever campaigns. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that separation causes a chasm from a data perspective. If you can sort of bundle those together now and then begin to see how your top of the funnel campaigns are influencing the bottom of the funnel from a conversion perspective, I think that it's going to give Google the unique opportunity of expanding the optimizability, if that's a word that I just invented, of your campaigns, and to use the display network and YouTube to a far greater degree. So this is a really big deal. It's a really big deal, and it's interesting that it's such a quiet announcement. No great big blog or tweet or announcement or whatever. It's just like, hey, by the way, we're changing our attribution model. Incidentally, YouTube and display, which are the largest facets of our ecosystem outside of search, are going to get a whole lot bigger and better. Now, it's not happening right out of the gate. We're going to see those shifts in the months to come. Where did it say that? Well, wherever it is. Oh, you may receive a notification in your Google Ads account once your models are upgraded. So it's not happening like right now, but I think it's they're rolling it out as we're speaking, which I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about the Google Display Network. I know there are people out there that have cracked the code. I don't think there's anybody in the SMB space that's done it phenomenally well that I know of. So I know like a lot of really big organizations are doing great inside of GDN. For the rest of us, we've all played inside of the more bottom of the funnel advertising mechanisms, and I think Google Display Network is the biggest missed opportunity for advertisers right now. We've obviously exhausted search to freaking death, and it's now a science. YouTube has had, YouTube was an unsung hero for a really long time, but especially with the big changes that happened with Facebook, I feel like YouTube right now has its time in the spotlight. It's having its day. It's really GDN. GDN, I think, is the next big thing. It's the most expansive and prolific thing on the internet, and it's freaking cheap, which is super cool. It's a little hard to contend with, but this is a major step towards improving and increasing the efficacy of GDN. So I'm really excited about it. I'll keep y'all posted on what we learn, and what kind of impact this has. Because to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't use GDN enough to really even know. Like theoretically, it sounds awesome, but I don't use it enough to know like the specific impacts. So I'll do my best to keep y'all posted. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Shoot a video every day. So if you want videos like this, updates, tips, pro tips, whatever, my random ramblings, then subscribe. And if you don't subscribe, because I'm just going to keep bugging you. Like and comment. I love chatting with people. I've made some like legitimate friends here, by the way. Shout out to my boy Bohan, Ryan. There's a bunch of them. I'm not going to name names because I'll forget and then I'll be embarrassed. But it's cool. This is like a really cool, small, tight-knit community that I feel like we're building. So, for you, those of you that have been engaging and commenting and all those things, I'm really grateful to you. It's the best part of my morning is waking up and seeing all the comments, and at least the ones that don't make fun of my hair. And, I've been I feel blessed. So anyway, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.